Hey, my name is Chris, and I've got a dating story. I am what you would call a serial dater. Not really a bouncer in my bedroom. Age or ethnicity, like it's not really concerned. If I vibe with you, cool. And I matched with this woman who was 45 years old. So she's like, I love this place, let's go there. And I pull up to this place in my Ford Fiesta. I found a spot and I walked over and I was sitting out in front. And she pulls up and she's in this like at least $100,000 Porsche. So we go in there and we're talking back and forth and the vibe's good. We're enjoying each other's company and we're having drinks, we're getting a little tipsy. And she's like, hey, let's go back to my house. I was like, okay. And because we both been drinking, we did not drive. We pull up to this house and it is immaculate. Just the most beautiful house I've ever seen in my life. I walk up to the front door and someone opens the door from the inside. I was like, am I being ambushed? It was her live-in nanny. She has like a live-in house caretaker. And I'm like, okay, who are you? Like, what is all of this? So we start to, kiss a little bit and like it gets kind of physical and she's like, let's go upstairs. So we go upstairs and I think we're just gonna like hop in the bed, but we don't. She's like, I want you to take all your clothes off. I want to wash you. I just like, before we get in bed to be clean. I was like, okay, I can get with that. So we walk into her bathroom and it's a huge bathroom and there is a shower area. So she turns on the steam and she gets out like a rag and she just starts like cleaning my body. Like I got a little weirded out for a second, but I'm still rolling with it. We get into bed and she was like, hold on a second. And she presses a button and the housekeeper walks into the room and I'm like, what's going on here? With a condom. The woman has a condom button. Like the housekeeper knew if I push this button, bring in a condom to use during this sexual experience. I still had a boner, but it was like a confused boner, which is still usable, but I wasn't sure what direction it was gonna go in. And we start having sex and then she stops for a second and she's like, let me get something. And she comes back in the room and do you remember like Madonna during like not like a virgin, whatever, the one with the big cone bra and like the really long, like a horse tail. And she gets on me again. She starts whipping me with her hair. I'm in the moment and I'm enjoying it, but it's starting to get to just a weird place for me. Like I don't judge anybody for how they get off, but you have to prepare me if we're doing a Madonna music video and you got condoms coming in from housekeepers. So I kind of got taken out of the moment a little bit. I was like, look, I don't know what's going on here, but it's all a bit odd for me. I was like, I kind of want to get to know you better before we take this step because some of this is like kind of weirding me out. She's like, oh, okay. And she just takes it all off and like, that's it. She didn't, no argument. I was like, okay. I wake up the next morning. I was like, I got to go get my car before it gets towed. I Uber back to my car and there is what looks to be a ticket on my car. I was like, great, I got a ticket. At least I didn't get towed. I'm happy about that. And I pull up and I know it's not a parking ticket and it's got a note around it. And I read the note and she's like, if you'd like to use these tickets. And I look at the tickets and they were first class tickets to New York City. And she wanted to have like a romp in New York City. And I'll admit I was a little tempted. If I wasn't willing to have sex with her in Los Angeles, I'm not flying to New York City. I don't know what she's got planned for me in New York City. That was the end of that tale for me. In hindsight, I probably should have just like gone on the adventure, but I didn't want to end up in like several bags in the East River, New York. So I don't care how much money someone has or how interesting a situation is. If you are uncomfortable with whatever is happening, you can say no at any point, and you probably should if you value yourself. Tell me in the comments down below your favorite part of this story and make sure you subscribe for more dating stories.